The following is a paid presentation for Bosley, the world's most experienced hair restoration expert. Bosley. Prevention, retention, restoration.
Hi, I'm Joey Fatone, and as a member of the musical group NSYNC, there's a side of me that most people weren't aware of. Now, you know why people don't know me like this? One word: Bosley. Bosley was the right choice for me for three key reasons: prevention, retention, and restoration. One, they prevented any more of my hair from falling out. And trust me, it needed to stop. They also helped me retain the hair I already had. And finally, they restored the hair I already lost.
The results I've achieved from Bosley have been exceptional. This is my real hair. It's permanent. You cut it, it grows. I can do with it whatever I want. It's just mine.
I can comb, cut, wash, style, do whatever I want with it.
With Bosley, I got my hair back. I got my confidence back. There's not a day that goes by that I don't look in the mirror and say, that's the best money I've ever spent.
Is your hair thinning? Is your hairline receding? Is that bald spot getting bigger?
Now let's face it, if you're beyond your college years and spend most of your time wearing a baseball cap, you're not fooling anybody.
Hair loss affects millions of people, but nobody wants to talk about it. Here's the good news. Whether you've just started to notice these issues or already have significant hair loss, even if you're in your early 20s or late 60s, there is something you can do about hair loss that really works and really looks natural, because it's your real hair. So if you spend your time doing this, when you'd rather be doing this, then it's time you consider Bosley.
Bosley works for three reasons: prevention, retention, and restoration. And here's the proof that that strategy is fantastic.
We want to prevent further hair loss, we want to retain the existing hair that you currently have, and we want to restore the hair that you've already lost. So if we can put those three things together, it's going to give you the result that you're looking to achieve.
Coming up, millions of people remember Christopher Knight as Peter Brady from the hit series The Brady Bunch. Find out his secret for a full head of hair today at age 57.
This is my hair. This is my hair.
Plus, is a Bosley hair restoration really permanent? Joey Fatone finds out when he sits down with some real Bosley success stories.
So we all have a full head of hair now, right? But how long ago was your procedure done?
Unbelievably, it's been 14 years. It works, and that's the proof.
Right around 8 years ago, I had my restoration done. You can have this if you want it. It's up to you. You got to make the call.
So stay tuned for your free $250 gift certificate towards any Bosley procedure. But first, you know Joey Fatone is one of NSYNC's most famous voices and faces. But what you would never guess from looking at him today is that he's also a satisfied Bosley hair restoration success story. So let's join Joey Fatone and discover how easy it is to restore your hair naturally and permanently with Bosley.
Today, we're going to talk about it. Hair loss. Now, trust me, I understand. If anyone ever wanted to avoid the topic, it was me. I mean, come on. Being on stage in front of thousands of women, my picture in magazines and on TV shows being seen by millions. And this whole time, this was happening to my hair. So I did what most of you do. I started avoiding the mirror. And of course, I started wearing hats all the time. I was fooling myself, not talking about the real problem: hair loss. That's because what I didn't know then is I actually had a choice. And so do you. And that choice is prevention, retention, and restoration with Bosley.
I've always liked my hair, so when I started losing my hair, it affected me personally. It made my self-esteem drop. I was self-conscious about it. I spent hours in the mirror.
I would wear a hat. I would try to cut my hair differently.
When I was in college, I would notice more hair in the drain. I didn't want to believe that I was losing hair.
Those of us who've experienced hair loss know how frustrating it can be, especially trying to understand why it affects some of us and not others. Here's what the experts know.
If you develop male pattern hair loss or female pattern hair loss, it's not because you wore a baseball cap or you did this or did that. It's not because you picked the wrong shampoo. Male pattern hair loss is driven from internally, genetically, the way your hair follicles are programmed to respond to DHT or dihydrotestosterone.
And essentially, those follicles that are susceptible to the DHT
will begin to fall out. And over time, you'll see changes in your appearance. You'll start to lose hair, again, in places where you probably rather not have hair loss.
The main reason that a Bosley restoration works is because we're taking hair from the back of the head, hair that is resistant to DHT, hair that is permanent, and we're moving it to the front of the head where it's going to continue to grow for the rest of the patient's life. You can do whatever you want with it. If you want to make a mohawk, you can make a mohawk. If you want to color it, you can color it. You can cut it, do whatever you want to do. It is your own real hair.
When you come in for your free Bosley consultation, you'll meet with a physician just like myself. We'll go over your medical history, we'll examine your scalp, we'll do a microscopic scalp analysis to get at the root of what's going on, what's behind your hair loss.
And then we're gonna design a custom treatment plan. So when you walk out of our office, you're gonna know how to take back control of your hair loss problems and what our restoration process can do to really help give you that fuller, thicker head of hair.
I thought, you know, my hair is gone. I'm never going to be able to run my fingers through my hair again. But now I put it through, and it's just like, this is my hair. It's, you know, it's thick. It's real hair.
Week after week, it started looking better and better, and I was like, holy crap, this is really going to work. And I couldn't believe that it had filled in these gaps that were once just white skin. Whether I'm working in the studio or on stage, I'm absolutely confident now, and I almost bounce into work now. You just feel so good about yourself.
One of the things I love most about Bosley is this. It's my real hair. That's right, look, I'm pulling on it. It's not going anywhere. It's there, it's real. And you can't get more natural than your own hair. But Bosley is about so much more than hair. It's about confidence, self-esteem, and just giving you the motivation to get out there and really start living your life.
I wanted to react soon before I didn't have to deal with anything very major, like losing a ton of hair. And romantically, yeah, I mean, I could look people in the eye now, and I know they're not like staring at the top of my head.
When you look at the before pictures and you look at me now, it's like a different person. I even have a different personality. I've been bodybuilding for 16 years. I've only competed in the last year. Without this Bosley procedure, I wouldn't be able to do it, period. Now, I don't even think about the fact that I used to have a problem with hair loss because it's been corrected.
I can't explain to you the way that it made me feel to be able to wear my hair down, to go out on a date and have confidence again.
When I first started noticing I was losing my hair, I was about 28. One of the first triathlons I ever did. All I was thinking about was pulling off my swim cap and how bad my hair was gonna look. I looked back and I didn't realize how much it affected me until after I got it done. If I have any regrets, it's that I didn't call Bosley sooner.
When I first met Keith, whenever we went outdoors, he'd wear hats all the time.
I'm saying, don't touch my hair. Don't touch my hair.
Now, looking at all my hair, all this area filled in, I feel so much better about myself. I knew one day I wanted to propose to this lady, so I got down on my knee, and I felt so much more confident because I wasn't thinking that she was looking at the top of my head like it was a bald head, but it was actually looking at me as a man.
It was just absolutely amazing.
Bosley changed my life completely. And you can't put a price on this. This is literally worth every penny.
Coming up, Joey Fatone meets with some real Bosley success stories to see how prevention, retention, and restoration worked for them.
Really, if you look back in my 20s, I look older than I look now.
I mean, I'm more of a witness to what can happen if you really want your hair back.
Here's the bottom line. If you're losing your hair and you're ready to take action, then what are you waiting for? The world's most experienced hair restoration expert is waiting and available to help you. So call or go online right now.
Now you can actually choose to have hair. Your hair. It's real. It's natural. It's permanent. So make the choice. Choose Bosley. Bosley is the world's most experienced hair restoration expert, with offices conveniently located nationwide. Bosley works for 3 key reasons: prevention, retention, and restoration. That's why Bosley's elite team of physicians, trained in the technical and artistic skills developed by Dr. L. Lee Bosley, have performed hundreds of thousands of life-changing hair restorations on people just like you, and you, and you.
If someone is losing their hair, it is not their fault. It's a genetic component that you're either programmed to lose your hair or you're not. So no matter what stage of hair loss you are in, Bosley can help you.
Bosley has turned back the clock for me. It's made me go from looking like I was late 40s to late 20s.
It's your hair. You can cut it, you can run your fingers through it, It's real. You know, I wouldn't be doing this right now if I didn't stand behind it.
Call or go to Bosley.com now to receive your free, no-obligation self-evaluation kit. You'll see exactly how a Bosley hair restoration is done, plus an in-depth medical report on the actual causes of hair loss. Your free self-evaluation kit also includes Bosley's brand new interactive DVD, loaded with interviews and countless Bosley success stories. People who struggled with hair loss just like you and made a choice to take action and do something about it. Plus, easy to understand information from Bosley physicians that answers almost any questions you might have about a Bosley restoration. After you receive your free self-evaluation kit, you'll have all the information to decide if a free consultation with a Bosley physician or counselor is right for you. That's right, a free consultation at any of our more than 70 convenient locations nationwide.
The Bosley Restoration consultation is free and it's individualized to you and your particular needs. No two consultations are the same, no two hair restorations are the same, because no two people are the same.
This free kit is an absolute must for anyone concerned about hair loss.
Already on this program, you've seen some amazing hair transformations, including people who have achieved dramatic restoration results from the team of experts at Bosley. But what if you're just starting to lose your hair? You may be wondering if Bosley is right for me. Well, I can tell you the answer is yes. I, for one, didn't want to go through a bald phase, so I took action early on in my hair loss and managed to stay ahead of it with the help of Bosley. In fact, studies show that most people lose 50% of their hair before they even notice it's happening. So don't wait around thinking about it. You're just losing more hair. Make a choice and restore your hair now.
It gave me back my hair. What it gave me back was my self-confidence. There's not a day that goes by now that I don't look in the mirror and say, that's the best money I've ever spent.
Best of all, you'll be surprised to find out how affordable Bosley is on almost any budget. In fact, just call for your free self-evaluation kit in the next 18 minutes, and Bosley will make it even more affordable by sending you this $250 gift certificate, good towards a Bosley hair restoration. Bosley even guarantees that the restored hair will grow, or they'll replace it free of charge.
The results I have achieved have been exceptional. This is my real hair. I can do with it whatever I want. This is mine.
Bosley was surprisingly affordable, and you know you can't put a price on this. This is literally worth every penny.
With Bosley, I didn't just reclaim my hair, I reclaimed my life, my vitality. The only regret I have is that I didn't call Bosley sooner.
So don't keep waiting around doing nothing while more hair falls out. Make the free call and get the free self-evaluation kit. Choose to have hair. Choose Bosley. Call or go to Bosley.com right now.
When it comes to hair loss, a lot of advertisers like to make some very impressive sounding claims and promises. But I can tell you this, there are no magic creams or miracles in a bottle. You don't need hype, you need medical facts. So here's another fact for you. Whether you're just beginning to notice your hair is thinning, or if you've been struggling with it for years, Bosley offers a complete range of clinically proven hair loss solutions. From retaining the hair you have to preventing more of it from falling out, to restoring new hair for a fuller, thicker appearance, that's, guess what, your hair. Whatever your stage of hair loss is, chances are there's a Bosley solution just for you.
For me, it was more, I call it a preemptive strike. Let me get in there and do something now before it gets worse. Hair loss is progressive. If you do nothing about it, you know, it's just going away. So with the help of Bosley, it enabled me to retain the hair that I had and restore the hair that I left. So I was ahead of it.
I spent 18 years trying to fight my hair loss, but it was on a daily basis that I could look at a towel or look at a pillow and say, you're losing this battle. Bosley gave me my hair back. I cut this hair, I wash this hair. I mess this hair up if I want to mess this hair up.
By the time I went to Bosley, this entire area here, it was gone. I look back and I didn't realize how much it affected me. I can't imagine now life without hair.
You know, when I tell people I went to Bosley, they have a lot of questions. Will it last? Is it permanent? Will it work for me? Well, those are good questions. And here's the answers from some real Bosley success stories. Thank you guys so much for being here. All right, let's go around. What was the first time when you started to notice that your hair, that it was just starting to fall out or you were losing it?
I was standing in a line at a bank, and I was looking up at the security camera, and I was like, poor guy. Turned his head, and I was like, that guy just turned his head. I looked behind me, nobody behind me. It was me. I was like, that's about when I called Bosley.
Started noticing in the mirror, going places, and you get somewhere where the sun's behind you. All of a sudden, you're seeing the outline of the top of your skull, and you're going, all right, we're thin and bad now.
They found a drugstore in Vegas where I lived that had this,
it's like
admitting to it. Yeah, it's like a black topical.
Right.
And I was, the clincher for me was the night on stage when I, it was hot and I wiped and there was black stuff on the towel, and I made the decision that, something had to be done, and the hats were out, and this other thing was, and it was just going to get worse and worse.
Explain to me exactly how your hair was before Bosley and how it is now.
I was thin. I just was thin, looking at ways to cut it to make it look as good as it could look. Now, it's what I want it to be. The only thing is, a little bit more gray, but other than that.
Well, I was the same way. I mean, I wasn't a rock star, but I had that long hair. But when it finally started falling, it went quick, and it went from thick to very thin. And now, it's gave me back what I used to have. And I actually feel like you're talking about it. Kids make you older. Well, this made us younger.
When did you have your Bosley restoration done?
Right around 8 years ago, I had my restoration done, and ever since then, I've seen nothing but improvement. You can actually start to style your hair again. This is all hair that I restored, and now it's growing, so that's what I loved about it.
And Papillon, how about you?
Unbelievably, it's been 14 years.
Wow.
It's coming up on 15 years.
I was about to say, quick question. What do you think it would be if you didn't restore your hair right now? Where would you be at?
I think I'd be bald right now. If you look back in my 20s, I look older than I look now as far as hair loss goes.
And what would you say to someone that is watching this right now who's skeptical about doing something like this?
I've said this before, it's the best thing I ever did for myself. Seriously.
The people who know, like us, are people who took the steps, went and got information.
And it's free.
Yeah, free consultation.
Go,
yeah,
you make the phone call, you go and get the consultation. It's not gonna cost you anything, so why not do it? And that's what I thought to myself too. I'm like, you know what? It's not gonna hurt for me to go and check this out.
I'm more of a witness to what can happen if you really want your hair back. You can have this if you want it. It's up to you. You gotta make the call.
Natural, affordable, and permanent. That's the Bosley difference. Now, Bosley uses innovative hair restoration techniques, which are clinically proven, and every single Bosley doctor is trained in the artistry of hair restoration. That gives you back your own real natural hair. It worked for me, and it could work for you. But just don't take my word for it. Call right now and get your free information packet and decide for yourself. Here's how.
Call or go to Bosley.com now to get your free, no-obligation self-evaluation kit. Your free self-evaluation kit includes Bosley's brand new interactive DVD, loaded with interviews and Bosley success stories. People who struggled with hair loss, just like you, and made a choice to take action and do something about it. Plus, easy-to-understand information from Bosley physicians that can answer any questions you may have about a Bosley restoration.
The best restoration is one that doesn't look like you've had anything restored. That looks like it's always been there from day one. And that's our goal with every single patient that comes to see us.
I have never once had anyone ask me, have you had anything done? It is hands down, the best decision I've ever made.
After you receive your free self-evaluation kit, you'll have all the information to decide if a free consultation with a Bosley physician or counselor is right for you. That's right, a free consultation at any of our more than 70 convenient locations nationwide. This free kit is an absolute must for anyone concerned about hair loss.
Call and get some information. I didn't understand that help was just a phone call away.
A Bosley restoration is affordable on almost any budget. But to make it even more affordable, call for your free self-evaluation kit in the next 12 minutes, and Bosley will send you this $250 gift certificate, good towards a Bosley hair restoration. Bosley even guarantees that the restored hair will grow, or they'll replace it free of charge.
Hair loss is progressive. So we know if you have the genes for hair loss, you're going to continue to thin, you're going to continue to lose hair. For those reasons, it's really important to address it as soon as you can in the process, because it's not going to stop on its own.
Don't keep waiting around doing nothing while more hair falls out. Make the free call and get the free self-evaluation kit. Choose to have hair. Choose Bosley. Call or go to Bosley.com right now.
Hair loss affects over 50 million people in the United States. Men, women, people in their 40s and 50s, people in their 20s and 30s. It affects everybody, even actors and celebrities. Just ask Christopher Knight, or you probably know him better as Peter Brady.
I did the Brady Bunch when I was 11 through 16. And if you go back and you look at, well, the show and that time, big hair was in. And I always had this big head of hair. When I came back into show business and all of a sudden had to watch myself, I had to acknowledge that I had lost a good deal of hair. We all like to maintain our youth as long as we possibly can. And there's nothing like going bald to make you feel like you're getting older. I had to face the facts that I was losing my damn hair. So I picked up the phone and I called Bosley. I went through a restoration, and now I have a full head of hair. This is my hair. This is my hair. Now, to go bald is your own choice. You don't have to accept the fact that maybe that is your inherited fate. You know what I get? You got a great head of hair. You know, and I'm thinking, I do. I do.
We combine all the medical development, the scientific development, and translate that into an artistic outcome. You want it to be artistically wonderful. You want it to look like a great head of hair, and that's what we pride ourselves in at Bosley.
The biggest part about doing a hair restoration properly is being able to recreate nature in an artistic way. And the individualization. We want each procedure to be an individual process, custom designed for whoever we're working on, whoever we're taking care of, and who entrusts their looks to us. We understand the emotional impact that hair loss has on men and women because it's what we do every day.
Hey everybody, I'm Dean Banowitz, Hollywood hair guy, celebrity stylist. Everybody asks how they can look younger. And when you have a fuller, thicker head of hair, you're gonna look a lot younger. Well, people always think I do have the most amazing hair. They don't realize that I actually have had a Bosley restoration. Since I've had my restoration done, I've probably sent close to 50 people to Bosley. Not only because it's amazing and it works, but they guarantee it. And the key is it's prevention, retention, and restoration. Now, I have a full head of hair, beautiful, shiny hair that I can color, I can cut, and I can style it any way. I can do all of that, whatever I want, because now I have hair.
So people ask me all the time, is a Bosley restoration permanent? And the answer simply is yes. A Bosley hair restoration is gonna last for an individual's lifetime. The reason is because the donor hair that we use for that process is dominant. It's called donor dominance. And essentially what that means is the hairs that we transplant are not susceptible to the same problems, to the same issues that cause the other hair to fall out. So when we use them for our restoration process, they'll last a lifetime.
Now, if I have a bad hair day, I don't care as much because I have hair.
That was someone that I didn't want to be. And now, with this hair, I'm a new person.
I always felt like he had confidence, but after his hair restoration, it just took it to a whole new level.
I thought to myself, how cool would that be if I could be one of those guys saying, here I was, here I am. Well, here I am. I'm living proof. Bosley has changed my life forever.
This is not reality. This is reality. This is my new reality. It's fantastic.
No one even mentions what I used to look like. It's just like there's a brand new me.
Okay, so we are finally talking about it, hair loss. So now it's time to do something about it. I trusted my hair to Bosley, so did all the real people you've seen in this program today, along with hundreds of thousands of others. You do have a choice when it comes to hair loss, so make it. Take action. Call for your free information and no obligation consultation right now. You truly have nothing to lose and everything to gain, including, yes, that's right, your hair.
Now you can actually choose to have hair. Your hair. It's real. It's natural. It's permanent. So make the choice. Choose Bosley. Bosley is the world's most experienced hair restoration expert, with offices conveniently located nationwide. Bosley works for 3 key reasons: prevention, retention, and restoration. That's why Bosley's elite team of physicians, trained in the technical and artistic skills, developed by Dr. L. Lee Bosley, have performed hundreds of thousands of life-changing hair restorations on people just like you, and you, and you.
If someone is losing their hair, it is not their fault. It's a genetic component that you're either programmed to lose your hair or you're not. So no matter what stage of hair loss you are in, Bosley can help you.
I'm a professional musician, orchestra conductor, and I've got thousands of people looking at the back of my head when I'm trying to perform. Bosley has completely turned my life around in ways I had no idea. You do feel more confident.
I started losing my hair when I was still with NSYNC, you know, touring around and running around. Now I'm 36, coming back with a full head of hair. It's like, check me out, baby.
Call or go to Bosley.com now to receive your free, no-obligation self-evaluation kit. You'll see exactly how a Bosley hair restoration is done, plus an in-depth medical report on the actual causes of hair loss. Your free self-evaluation kit also includes Bosley's brand new interactive DVD, loaded with interviews and countless Bosley success stories. People who struggled with hair loss just like you and made a choice to take action and do something about it. Plus, easy-to-understand information from Bosley physicians that answers almost any questions you might have about a Bosley restoration. After you receive your free self-evaluation kit, you'll have all the information to decide if a free consultation with a Bosley physician or counselor is right for you. That's right, a free consultation at any of our more than 70 convenient locations nationwide.
The Bosley Restoration Consultation is free and it's individualized to you and your particular needs. No two consultations are the same, no two hair restorations are the same, because no two people are the same.
This free kit is an absolute must for anyone concerned about hair loss.
And bottom line, we can't change genetics. No way, no how. But now, we can do something about it.
It gave me back my hair. What it gave me back was my self-confidence. There's not a day that goes by now that I don't look in the mirror and say, that's the best money I've ever spent.
Best of all, you'll be surprised to find out how affordable Bosley is on almost any budget. In fact, just call for your free self-evaluation kit in the next 6 minutes, and Bosley will make it even more affordable by sending you this $250 gift certificate, good towards a Bosley hair restoration. Bosley even guarantees that the restored hair will grow, or they'll replace it free of charge.
I'm not just a Bosley physician, I am a Bosley success story. This is my Bosley restored hair. I can mess it up, I can play with it, the wind can blow it, it's my hair.
Bosley was surprisingly affordable. And you know, you can't put a price on this. This is literally worth every penny.
You can get your hair back. I got my hair back. You do not have to settle for just being bald.
Time is just about up, and there are only seconds left in this program. Don't keep waiting around doing nothing while more hair falls out. Make the free call and get the free self-evaluation kit. Choose to have hair. Choose Bosley. Call or go to Bosley.com right now. The proceeding has been a paid presentation for Bosley, the world's most experienced hair restoration expert.